Greetings, fellow Earthlings, and welcome to the very first episode of Flow State, aka Life and Stuff. The topic for this first episode is one that I'm sure I'll be visiting a number of times due to the fact that it's a very broad subject and almost certainly has no definitive answer, at least not at our current level of consciousness as Homo sapiens. The topic is, what is the nature of God? I was going to freestyle this, but there would be too many important points and subtle nuances that would be missed without the aid of a script, so excuse me for looking down repeatedly. The reason I'm putting God in inverted commas is because what I believe it to be is not quite the same as what I was taught it to be. And also for many people, including myself, as soon as they hear the word God, they shut the door and label the speaker as a religious freak. Just so everyone knows, I myself am not religious, but would consider myself highly spiritual. I do, however, respect religions and their core messages, which are generally about being good little humans. I'm coming to you from a peaceful spot which I discovered not too long ago, about a 20-minute walk from my house along a lovely nature trail. I sometimes come here to enjoy the greenery. I'd previously heard that spending time in nature is a good way to lower stress levels, and although it may just be the placebo effect, I've found this to be true. Considering that stress is possibly the leading cause of death and disease in the modern world, along with diet, I take lowering stress levels very seriously. So, let me start by talking about what I believe God is not. To me, God is not a man with a big grey beard sitting in the clouds who gets angry and punishes you if you're bad, which is basically what I was taught to believe being raised Catholic. God is not a he or a she, so until I or someone else comes up with a better pronoun, I will refer to God as it. What I was taught growing up left me with a rather distorted view of God, which just didn't sit right with my core. And at some points along the way, I pretty much stopped believing altogether. It has been a long process, and I'm still trying to strip away the cliches and false imagery and labeling of what God is. What I believe God really to be is the accumulation of life, along with consciousness and memories, stretching like a web all over the universe, and forwards and backwards in time. In other words, we are all part of God, and God is part of all of us. And we are all connected with each other and with all other living entities. Thus, to me, the existence of God, loosely defined as a universal ecosystem, is just logical. Besides this logical explanation, there are other reasons why I believe in the existence of God. These would be certain experiences which I would call synchronicity or signs, which seem to occur more and more frequently the stronger my faith is, and the more I'm thinking and taking actions which feel in harmony with the path I believe is right for me, which feels as though it may have been laid out by God. I'm not sure if other people have put forth ideas like this before, but this is what I have come to believe based on my experiences and ideas picked up along the way. I wanted to start this topic off with just my views and experiences before I really start doing any research into it. I invite viewers to share the beliefs and join me on a voyage of discovery, which will hopefully take us all around the world, far into the past and way into the future. Please feel free to comment below and click on subscribe if you would like to walk this path with me. I'm still a beginner at editing, so some stuff is still a bit analog. I'd like to end with a quote which struck me from a book which I just started reading called Your Brain is God by Timothy Leary. And it goes like this. Activist theology. This is an activist, do-it-yourself theology. God is defined in terms of the technologies involved in creating a universe and engineering the obvious stages of evolution. Anyone interested in playing the God game is given suggestions for activating the various levels of intelligence in her own brain and DNA and expressing them through the tools of modern science. Any human being who wishes to accept the responsibility is offered the powers traditionally assigned to divinity. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. These would be certain experiences which I would call synchronicity. I invite viewers to share their beliefs and
flow state.